Most new mortgage brokers assume the software is going to be the hardest part of the job. You've got to pick the right systems, you've got to pay for the best tools, and then hopefully everything is going to run smoothly from there. That is very rarely how it works. What software mortgage brokers actually use matters far less than how consistently it is used. And that's where most of the problems actually come from. So in this video, we're going to look at the core types of software that mortgage brokers use, what each system is actually for, and what matters more than any tool itself. So what core software do mortgage brokers use? Well, most mortgage brokers rely on a small stack of core systems. The exact tools vary firm by firm, of course, and even network by network, but the categories are consistent. So number one is CRM and case management systems. This is the backbone of the business. Now, most firms, they're going to use a CRM to track leads, cases, and client history, integrated compliance and document storage, and workflow stages from inquiry to completion. This is often going to be provided by your networks when you actually enroll with them. But what matters isn't which CRM you use, it's whether every case is tracked the same way every single time. So then what sourcing and criteria tools are actually used for brokers? Well, sourcing systems help brokers find suitable lenders and products. So most brokers, they're going to use mortgage sourcing software to compare rates and criteria, affordability calculators, and lender criteria tools for edge cases where they're trying to figure out where they should place it. Now, these tools, they speed up research, but they don't replace judgment. Okay, experienced brokers still sense check results before recommending anything at all. That's definitely something you should be considering. So what compliance and document tools are common? Well, compliance software is unavoidable. Most firms use document upload and verification tools, ID and AML, which is anti-money laundering checking systems, and fact-finding and suitability report software. So those tools reduce manual errors and they create audit trails, but they only work if the information entered is accurate to begin with. So trash information in is still going to be trash information out, okay? So then what communication tools do brokers rely on? Well, day to day, brokers communicate consistently. Okay, common tools that they use are going to be email platforms, secure client portals, calendars and scheduling software, and task and reminder systems. Now, these tools manage expectations and reduce chasing clients and lenders and all of that stuff. Now, when used well, they can save hours per week, but used poorly, they just create a bunch of noise and they make you look like a busy fool. So then how much software does a mortgage broker actually need? Well, most new mortgage brokers overestimate this completely. They think more tools is going to equal more professionalism, but in reality, too many systems just create a load of friction, inconsistent uses causes lots of errors, and complexity slows absolutely everything down. You see, a small, well-used stack beats an expensive one every single time. So then what's the right way to think about a broker software stack? Well, software doesn't create efficiency, structure does. The best performing brokers don't consistently change tools, they standardize their processes and then they let the software support the processes they've created. Once usage is consistent, tools amplify that result. But before that, they just add costs with no real benefit. That's the real role that software plays in mortgage brokering because there's lots of moving parts in this business. And that's why lots of people wonder, is it even possible for me to do this part-time or do I have to commit to full-time? I break that down in a bit more detail in this video on screen. Give it a click.